Imagine you're lying on your deathbed. The room is quiet. The people around you are waiting for your final moment. But before you close your eyes, something appears that you never expected: ghosts. The ghost of the dream you were too afraid to chase. The ghost of the project you kept saying you would start tomorrow. The ghost of the talent you had but never used. And the ghost of the person you could have become, but never gave yourself the chance to become. Then they all look at you and ask one question: what did you do with everything you were given? This question isn't about money, it isn't about fame, and it isn't about how successful you became. It's about what was in your hands all along, and what you chose to do with it, because you have something, maybe a talent no one knows about, maybe an idea that has been following you for years, maybe a mind capable of learning, maybe time you can invest, or maybe a story filled with pain that could one day become the reason someone else keeps going. But the problem isn't always what you have. The problem is that you may be afraid to use it, afraid to start and fail, afraid to try and have people laugh at you, afraid to dream and discover that the dream is bigger than you. So many people choose the safe path. They stay in the same place, they talk about their dreams, they plan for them, they imagine their success, but they never move. Then 1 year passes, then another, and suddenly they realize that the greatest thing they lost wasn't money. It was time. So understand this early. You will never get something new by continuing to do the same old things. If you want a different life, you have to take a risk. And when you take a risk, you might fail. Yes, you will fail. You will knock on doors and find them closed. You will try things and they won't work. You will build something and discover that you made mistakes. You will move 1 step forward, then fall 2 steps back. And there may come a moment when you look at yourself and say, maybe I'm not good enough, but stop, because failure doesn't always mean you lost. Sometimes it means you finally started moving. Thomas Edison didn't find his way to the light bulb on his first attempt. Great athletes don't walk onto the field knowing they will win every time. And the person you see succeeding today may have spent years when nobody even knew their name. But there is a difference between someone who fails and stops, and someone who fails and comes back. And here is the idea that could change your life. Don't fall backward, fall forward. If you fall, learn something. If you lose, discover your mistake. If they reject you, improve yourself. If the plan fails, change the plan. But never let failure take you back to where you started. Let it push you 1 step forward, because you don't need to succeed on your first attempt. You only need to become better than you were on the previous one. And there is something else you need to understand. Being busy is not the same as making progress. You can work all day and still be standing in the same place. You can always be busy, yet never get closer to your goal. So don't ask yourself, am I working hard? Ask, is what I'm doing actually moving me closer? A dream alone is not enough. A dream needs a goal needs a plan needs discipline. And discipline requires you to keep going when the excitement disappears, because the excitement will disappear. There will be days when you don't want to work, days when you doubt yourself, days when it feels like everyone is moving forward while you are standing still. And on those days you have to continue, not because you feel motivated, but because you made a decision. That is the moment when a dream begins to turn into reality. Not when you feel like doing it, but when you do what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. So don't wait for perfect circumstances. Start with what you have. Don't have money. Start with what you know. Don't have experience. Learn. Don't have much time. Use the hour you do have. Afraid? Move while you're afraid, because courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is knowing that you are afraid and taking the step anyway. And remember something else: you won't take anything with you in the end. You won't take the money, you won't take the possessions, you won't take the fame, but you can leave an impact. You can leave someone stronger because you helped them. You can leave behind an idea that made someone believe in themselves. You can use your success to open a door for someone who never had one. And that is when success becomes bigger than simply reaching the top yourself. It becomes reaching the top, then turning around and pulling someone else up with you. So ask yourself today, what do I have that I'm afraid to use? What dream am I postponing? What step do I know I need to take, but keep running away from? Don't wait for the perfect answer. Start. You may fail. Let your failure be big. You may fall forward. You may be late, keep going. And you may feel like you don't have much. But remember, the little you have right now may be exactly what someone else needs. So don't bury it. Don't postpone it. Don't let fear steal its chance to live. Because you were not given this life simply to consume it. You were given something: a talent, time, an idea, strength, a story, and an opportunity. And the question that will remain with you is not, how much did you have? The question is, what did you do with what you had? Now tell me in the comments, what is something you have today, but you are still afraid to start? And if you're ready to fall forward, write "fall forward" in the comments and subscribe to the channel, because your story isn't over yet. And don't be afraid of falling. Just make sure that when you fall forward.